charges leveled against me. This place where I committed this crime was London, United Kingdom. When my lawyers came to see me, I had a discussion with them about how I'm going to defend myself.
They remove it.
I told them that no court in Nigeria has jurisdiction to try me.
They removed that London.
Because since this offense was committed in England, so they said, it's only a UK court that can give a Nigerian court the authority to proceed, isn't it?
Yeah. Based on that, they removed London.
Based on that, they now amended the charge again and removed London.
Location of the broadcast.
Location of the broadcast. Contrary to section 196,
174 of the Terrorism Prevention Act 2022.
In violation of their own laws. In violation of their own laws. And you want me to stand trial under such circumstances? Is that possible? Nnamdi Kanu to stand trial where these shenanigans are going on? It's not possible.
It's a persecution against the Igbos. It's a persecution against the Igbos.
No, let them give them a fresh one, not the ones.
No. We have many of that.
Mr. Kanu, last one last question. Not the one last question. Reference to what she has asked earlier. One of the senior judges at this court.
And I have respect and love for her. She knows.
What if this case comes back to her? Because
it is not possible. It's not possible. This persecution of the Igbo people, this orchestrated, almost global persecution of the people, stops with me. It cannot happen. Very well. It can never happen. That is why we do what we do. That is why I do what I do. I am campaigning for the freedom of my people because of the persecution that we are facing.
Yes.
It's as simple as that. Nothing more, nothing less.
Yes.
The rules change when you come.
Educating them now. Nnamdi Kanu came outside the court. He was trying to teach them the particular section that contravenes or violates his human rights. Nnamdi Kanu has been violated over the years, and of course everybody knows that. What Nyako is doing right now is to hands off. Not that it's to hands off. He has hands off that case since last year. I don't know why he's advocating for outside court settlement, and still DSS and Nigeria government has not seen anything, good on suggestion that is coming from the female judge. Nnamdi Kanu is supposed to be out. He has not contravened any law anymore. That's why he was at least lecturing and educating the media outside the court, where Nigerian government has gotten it wrong. I don't even understand. Nothing is holding him there. There are sections of the constitution that is violating Nnamdi Kanu. He has not contravened any law. All the charges brought down from 7, 9, 11, 15 charges. They now started afresh, increasing charges after charges. The gentleman, I will use the word, outsmartness. He has outsmarted Nigerian government. Nnamdi Kanu is never, ever culpable of any international offense, local offense, bordering on terrorism, bordering on agitation. In short, agitation is more right than what? Justice. Because you are agitating for your region, you come out with many reasons you should do so. He has come out with streamlining his reasons. The reason why he started agitation of Biafra, Nnamdi Kanu, is right, very, very right in all his doings within Biafra agitation, internationally and locally. Nothing is wrong about it. So what transpired in the court today has actually vindicated him, Nnamdi Kanu, that he was wrongly being exploited, bullied, incarcerated, deprived, at least rubbished by Nigerian government. Nigerian government is guilty. They should pay Nnamdi Kanu the only best suit he won. We are not looking at the money this time around, but mostly, first of all, take him back to Nairobi and allow him there to settle scores with Kenya government. It is going to be a long thing, very, very stressed. It will be a stressed process because he's going to finish with Kenya. Then he will go back to Britain and let us review Nnamdi Kanu's British citizenship. Reasons behind Britain turning their back on someone that is their citizen. Are you listening to me? It's a violation of Nnamdi Kanu's rights. It's an international law. Citizenship should be reviewed of Nnamdi Kanu in Britain. His citizenship, being a British citizen, there are many benefits attached to it. they deny him, they turn their back on him, it's going to sue them to court in Europe then.
Is that the reason why they are moving their embassy to Southeast just to appeal to Igbos? That is why the UK embassy are planning to be located in the eastern part of the country.
I don't think it's going to hold. Within that, they cannot stay being in prison. They will raise up resistance there. The Igbos are not happy with Britain. The British people we are talking about are the ones that fought the war for Nigeria in 1967 to 1970. They were abusing, supplying Nigerian military clique under Gowon with weapons. And the war that lasted 6 months was fought by Britain themselves, not Fulani or Hausa or other ethnic military officers in Nigeria. So what happened now is that if they go to the southeastern Nigeria, I don't think Ohanes and Igbo are with their senses. They should question their relocation or incitation or localization of their embassy relocation down to southeastern Nigeria. It is very, very wrong of the Igbos if they fold their hands and watch British embassy, situate in Igbo land. It's wrong.
IBB and the rest of them, including Tinubu, are pressured in Yanko to step down from what we are hearing. And are we seeing another judge coming in to continue from where the terrorist judiciary stopped, continuation of the past? Are we seeing a fresh charges against Nnamdi Kanu? Or are we seeing withdrawal of federal government case in this matter?
If IBB is interested on bringing another judges, I know that all these are the enemies of Biafra. Ibrahim Babangida is an enemy of Biafra. If he's in a haste to see Nnamdi Kanu die, I think he better came out of his way share and come and contest and win election and go to prosecution or sending Nnamdi Kanu to Galu. I know that he's clashing all their bodies, that the young man has come out legally, to tell Nigerian judges, Nigerian judiciary, where they're not getting it right on the session, particular sections of Nigerian constitution. Nnamdi Kanu was busy today outside the court lecturing the press, man, the bench of lawyers,
the bravery
of the way he is quoting Nigerian constitution. Nnamdi Kanu is far better than the Nigerian judges. Yeko himself, as I'm talking to you now, is absolutely, outrightly very, very afraid of Nnamdi Kanu. To even confront Nnamdi Kanu, the woman judge is so fidgeting, shaking. He could not even mince her words well because he is being intimidated by the presence of the bright Igbo son, Nnamdi Kanu. So the way I'm seeing it is that all hands are on table, round table, especially the northerners, from the beginning from the mid-belt up to the core north, because they know that the lion is about to be out of the cage. And that's why I tell you now, IBB they are all making consultation, but I tell you that so far, God still is God, our God. Nnamdi Kanu will come out. They will change the woman because the woman has failed woefully. And I don't think any judge that will come that will match the equal of that woman. We don't have such judge. No judges like that in Nigeria. The kind of the way he follow honesty, he follow transparency, and the jurisprudence, that's law, ideology itself on Nnamdi Kanu case has made her an outstanding good judge. I mean Peter Yako. So come quote me. If IBB likes, he will go and crucify the Igbo son, because they are the one that put Igbo man in this situation. IBB fought tooth and nail together with Buhari and Obasanjo to make sure that they eliminate Igbo man, that Igbo is not in existence anymore in Africa. That you can see that Igbo is still rising and winning, increasing on daily basis, commerce, industry-wise, politically, we are everywhere in the world. Igbo man will never go down. Igbo will live forever.
US and UK is watching outstanding bravery put up there by Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. What would actually consider the fact that Simon Ekpa has also gotten the attention of the Speaker of the Free World, Mike Johnson, that's the Speaker of the United States of America currently now, to key into the Biafran Charter. Looking at what the AU did recently, where the Biafran Charter that was presented to them was stepped on by a Yoruba woman, in that commission, and Simon Ekpa is saying we are restarting. The Biafra government in exile are in charge. How would the global world see somebody like Simon Nnamdi Kanu at this point, showing continuous resistance to oppression?
He's an educated man. Nnamdi Kanu is one of the most educated Igbo men, if not in Africa. When you talk about red, he is extraordinarily a literate Igbo man. An Igbo man that is so special, an Igbo man that is so unique, an Igbo man that has proven it on the sand of history, that Igbo man is the most resilient tribe, man on the continent. See, upon prosecution and persecution he is going through, he is still very intelligent, he still remains cute, nothing has been removed from him. If I tell you that if this young man could be from another tribe or ethnicity, it will be written all over him: oppression, suppression, and slavery, and other aspect of deprivation. But Nnamdi Kanu is sound, very, very sound, educating the court, the journalists, the media outside the court premises, and that is as a result of good works put down in place in Europe by Mazi Simon Eba, who has done his homework well in the regard of his effort within the United Nations, his effort within the congressmen, the lawmakers in America. Everybody is recognizing his work as Biafra Prime Minister in exile. Then again, he has tried to make it points of duty by erecting Biafra establishments outside Nigeria, outside Nigerian soil. Wow. I mean, internationally, Biafra is having embassies, Biafra is having representatives in Europe, in America, in Asia. Everything is being put in place. Biafra is now even more than some countries that have their sovereignty in African continent. On this continent, you can see how far Biafra has gone around all the countries of Africa. Only that Nigeria is using its wealth to what? To truncate that effort in Ghana, in Benin, in Togo, in Côte d'Ivoire, but not outrightly in some Francophone countries. There are some Francophone countries where Biafra is more relevant than Nigerian nation. Those countries are Gabon. You can't tell Cameroon what to do about Biafra. Those countries are Ivory Coast, that's Côte d'Ivoire. Those countries are Senegal, where Nnamdi Kanu ran to when it matters most. That Buhari rode armored tank soldiers, well armed, and started their bloody onslaught in 2027 on Nnamdi Kanu's compound, father's palace, killing many Igbo youths. Even Nnamdi Kanu himself escaped death by a whisker. And today, let me tell you, it is playing out in the court that Kanu is free. Nigeria is just playing, dancing, a dance of shame. Nyako is a right judges over that case. And today, I think I see her quitting. And when she quits, I don't think any other judge could handle that position.
Nyako, looking at her, did he fail or he tried to stand on the side of integrity, knowing fully well that Nnamdi Kanu is not kept there based by law? Nnamdi Kanu is kept there based by interest,
religious interest, racial interest, tribal, ethnic, political interest is what is keeping Nnamdi Kanu still incarcerated without freedom. Numbers and numbers of days, times, like ours, meaning that Nnamdi Kanu spent in the court. He's spelling victory, liberation for the young man. There was never a time he steps in the court that he comes out, with guilty or guilt. No, he comes out always with victorious, let me say, charisma. There was never a time he went to the court and come out with shame. They always hail him. He always educates them. I could see how he was streamlining constitutional point section where Nigeria is exploiting him. Nigeria is doing exploit on Igbo man, prosecuting Igbo man, subjugating Igbo man to this kind of humiliation. And of course, we are a tribe that is based on humility. And you know what Bible says about humility and the pride. Igbo man is not proud, yet Igbo man is the best on the continent. And Nnamdi has actually indicated that in the court. that we are the untouchable, impregnable, invincible people. People that you can never actually easily like that suppress and get scot-free. See, every Kanali that were involved on abducting Nnamdi Kanu from Nairobi, Kenya, they are suffering it today. Some have gone to the beyond and made their souls may rest in peace. See, if it matters most that Babangida is not happy, I still reiterate that Babangida was a gentleman, everybody loved him as a Madonna. Baba could just try again and contest. Yes, for presidency 2027, so that he will be part of Nnamdi Kanu's prosecution.
Yeah, because we learned that he's using the governor of Imo State,
Yes, Opus Adema to annihilate the whole Igbo youths, to make sure that they sink the Igbos. Opus Adema is doing his work really well. An outlawed human being, a fugitive that has turned against his kinsmen. Okay, I think we have rights to back out here.
Thank you.
Coming from her, what do you want to say? Thank you for that wonderful submission. I think this is coming from a very good perspective and a very good angle. Where the Supreme Leader himself of Nnamdi Kanu has said that no Nigerian court can try him, that the justice, that the Nigerian institution should respect the Supreme Court. No, I think Kanu now is not having that courage. He appeared in court today to have told the Nigerian court to obey the Supreme Court verdicts on which he has been set free. Now we've seen that Justice Binta Nyako has fully signed off and has watched her hands off the case. I think that is a very good momentum for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, because we have to have said that now the Nigerian government has no judicial to try it. Now, in the first instance, that the same Kanu, never forget that the same Kanu, his arrest was illegal. Well, on that case, he won the Nigerian government. On the second hand, again, the judicial process, you have to go through the process to bring someone back to the country. But Kanu was illegally adopted into the country. The same Kanu you've been training for 3.5 years. For 3.5 years, and there have been foul play. There have been foul play in Nnamdi Kanu process. So for him to have come out to say that Justice Binta Nyako does not have the power to try him, I think Nnamdi Kanu is very much right on this. So now, this is the question. Do you believe in Nigerian justice system? Do you believe that Nnamdi Kanu would be released, or we see Supreme Court or other courts saying that he should be let go, but we don't know the powers that are holding him? Now, do you believe that even after Justice Binta Nyako has washed her hand of the case, that if another justice come, they are still going to release Nnamdi Kanu? In as much as all the justice will come, I think in that justices, those people, the answer takes about the Nnamdi Kanu. There's always a foul play in that processes. There's always an interference from the federal government. There's always an interference from the Igbo leaders themselves, the rest of the NRZ, Indigo, and those governors, the governor of Imo State and the governor of Enugu State, who does not want Nnamdi Kanu to be released. And let us forget that also these guys know fully well that Nnamdi Kanu, if released, Nnamdi Kanu will outshine them. They are doing everything possible that Nnamdi Kanu is not being released. Now, thank God I thank Nnamdi Kanu for the courage and for the someone that effort to say, that nobody has the right to try him in Nigerian court. That Justice Binta Nyako does not right as that. Now she has washed up her hands of Nnamdi Kanu case. Now, what next for Nnamdi Kanu? That alone has sent signal to the federal government. That alone has sent signal to those holding him in captivity. That alone has sent signal to President Tinubu that this young man has been let off the hook. It is time to let this young man be. It is time to let this young man let go. It is time to let this man go, because we have no case against him. A man who was won in the Supreme Court of Nigeria has been set free. Now you have the positive and the negative to still holding him. It shows the process. It shows that the processes in Nigeria and the judicial in the system has failed people. Most people do not have faith in the Nigerian judiciary system.
So now, this is the question. Do you believe now that Igbo leaders, for once in their life, or for once in a long time, they sit down together and find a way to talk to the federal government, I'm talking about Tinubu, to see if the Kanu can be released, or you still think that the status quo will be maintained in terms of paying negligence to the issue of Nnamdi Kanu in detention?
Now, let's not forget that the note have given the president a condition that he should let's go 2027, that he should forget 2027 election if he releases Kanu. That alone, the president has been tied to one contract now. So it is not left for the president. If he feels his ambition does not work Kanu, because just what the former president said, and he said his ambition does not worth death of any Nigeria. So if the president feels that Kanu is not guilty, and what Kanu is fighting for, what Kanu is fighting for is his right, he should let Nnamdi Kanu be. Now, the president today now, Kanu too has said that he will not stop fighting for his people. That was what he said. He said he will do everything. Said he will not stop fighting for his people. That he will do everything to fight for his people in court. And that alone, that it shows that despite what all the appeal, the federal government have been appealing to Nnamdi Kanu will force the Biafra agitation. That is the signal he has said to them, because he said in court that he will not stop fighting for his people. That alone, it shows that there is hope, that there is light behind the tunnel. It shows the quality of a true freedom fighter. If the people don't better to come out and say, I will not stop fighting for my people, it shows it is time the people should rally around against him. Sorry, should rally around in support for him, because it shows that he truly is fighting for a just cause. He is fighting the oppressors. And who are the oppressors? The Southern leaders, the Rising Indigo, they are the oppressors.
So now this is the question. Do you think that giving presidency to the Southeast would make them forget Biafra? Number one, do you think that giving them seaports, removing giving them equality in Nigeria, and removing the roadblocks mounted everywhere in Southeast would make the people to change their mind and say you are one Nigeria? Or do you think that no matter what Nigeria does, the Igbos are still likely to say you are not part of Nigeria?
My brother, I think just like what a fellow man say, Nigeria is like a two cycle. Now two regions are ruling. You have the Hausas and the Yorubas.